Hello, my friends. It's me, Violetta, psychic from Canada, Alberta. And I would like to tell you today, most of you are from USA, so I will say most of you will have a new press secretary. The last one was quite a few months working, lady of leisure, and she never had any conference, and now this one, I think, will be hard to stop from talking because she is someone like clone of Kellyanne Conway. And she used to work for CNN, and lately she was working for Fox News. And as far as I remember, her name is Kelly too. And I knew that when she started working for CNN, my husband was arguing with her on it, very much on front of the TV, because she was annoying him that time, and I think now she will be annoying him even more, because she will be probably doing those conferences, and she will be press secretary, because she can brainwash you like no one else. Or maybe Kellyanne Conway is better, but they are both very much, and it's odd that they both have the same name. Okay, in this program, on this channel, I'm answering people's questions. And I have visions. I can't do them in front of you. Sometimes I'm lucky to do it when I will have collaboration with other psychics. But you have to believe me that I'm doing those visions by myself, and I see pictures. So I will start answering from comment section. I will be answering questions, and closer to the middle of the month, I will be doing free reading lottery. I don't think it will be this one, but I tried always to go around. It will be probably around Easter time. I will do it, and about 15. I think Easter is on the 14th. Excuse me. And talking about I can't sometimes understand exactly the vision, so I will share this one with you. Dr. Fauci, Antonio Fauci, I like to call him Antonio, is receiving death threats. And it is from my girlfriend Sharon, the question. Sharon believes that Trump's, I don't know if it was my girlfriend or someone else with the same name. I'm so sorry if I'm offending. She believes that Trump's goons are doing this to force him into submission. What do you think about that? And I saw a Last Supper. The Last Supper was symbol of Jesus knowing that he will be betrayed. So I think that's my opinion, but I would like you to tell me what you think. And I know that Fox News are really campaigning against him. Ingrid was Ingram, I think that's her name, the blonde one. She was saying that when Fauci will let us to have masses in close to December. I don't think he is doing this for his own pleasure. He wants to save people's lives, so she shouldn't be that critical about him. But that's Fox News, and she thought that it would be okay for people to gather for masses. The priest was saying maybe in the cars, and that would be understandable. If they will have a big speech and everyone is in a car, they are safe. But forcing people to be in a church, that's unsafe. We have to understand that illness is not letting anyone get ahead, that doesn't care how old we are or what religions we are, or as long as we are in a crowd of people, that will spread. So be careful. And on this channel, we are calling that illness crown back. So whoever will watch it, please watch this as a crown back. Army 1. Why Trump, Dr. Fauci, and others are so close, standing when they have those conferences, they are standing really not too far. And they know that they won't catch the crown back, or they have the other secretary protected. And as an answer, I saw a domino effect. Domino, one, you push one and all of them are going one after another. So I think we might expect that one of them will be not having any symptoms, but I know that they are checked 15 minutes before they are tested, everyone who is coming close in contact with Trump. So maybe they feel kind of protected that they are tested. Joseph Schwartzman. When we are coming out of this situation, will the economy really rebound? As the answer, I saw someone making bread from the scratches. Yeah, when we came to Canada, I was saving money on making bread, and I was making those breads too. But that will save money if the country will start making their own stuff. And, our premier in Ontario, because we have several provinces, and his name is Doug Ford. He was a brother of Robert Ford, who was famous for being a laughing stock before Trump came to the power. Every joke was about Rob Ford. He was the big guy, blondish, grayish, blondish. He died a few years ago from cancer, and he was using drugs, and he was making fun situation that were funny. But his older brother, Doug Ford, is Premier of Ontario, and he doesn't like Trump. And he's honestly saying that we have to start be independent, that he is not going to, when the economy will start, when people will get out of this illness, he will make sure that we are independent. So I think he is thinking about being prime minister in the future. He has a strong fist, so who knows? But with his outlook, he might have a lot of people who will be voting for him. And he wants to make sure that we are independent from other countries, so we don't let our economy to be dependent that much. So we will have to build everything in Canada, and probably USA will have to think that way too in the future. Mazurka Wojciechowski. Oh. Can you take a look at Rush Limbaugh? He brainwashed people in our family. I don't like him. I know, Mazurka, you asked me a few times, and I was trying not to, but I noticed that you are so persistent with your question, and I thought I have to answer. He is such a dark energy. He's sick. He's had a cancer recently. I don't know how well he's off now. And as a symbol for him, I saw elevator going down. So I don't think he is going to be influential for too long, and he will lose people who trust him because he is negative energy, and people don't like someone like him all the time making things out of nothing, and everyone is who is enemy of Trump is the bad person to him, and well, we can't choose the family, as we say. We can choose friends, but not the family, and only on the picture you look good with the family. Sorry, that's the joke, but that's true. You can't really choose family. You have to be with them for better, for worse. And okay, Robin Mallory, will the world, excuse me, this is allergy season coming on me, so even we still have a snow. And I will be coughing. Don't worry about me coughing, please. Will the world have a financial depression? Would it make healthy changes for the planet? And as an answer, I saw those when you open the book, the picture is three-dimensional picture. It's cut out pictures. I think, and usually those books are very pretty, very colorful. So I think we will have a better page in the book in the future. It will be much better place to be in. So everyone will be part of that, and you have to close one page to look at then another, because they are so three-dimensional. And yeah, I think world will be a better place. Okay, Kimberly King. Will the people locked up at the southern border be released next year? So she's asking about next year, very specific. And I saw a big cleanup brush for cleaning floors, and those storages will be swept. The doors are open, storage is empty, so I think they will be making a big sweep of everyone out, big cleanup. That's quite positive probably for those people. I will pull some cards because this is really important for many people, because those are children's, and now with that coronavirus it's really scary for everyone who is in a prison or institution, and this is institution. Yes, happy families, rainbow over the families. So those people will be eventually released and connected with the families, sharing the wealth with others and working hard and building a better future. Yeah, changing directions of their life, so they will go for better, for quieter time. The fire is behind them, and they will have a contact with the nature. Those cards are positive, so at least it's closer to the end of this year, and next year she asked, and I hope everything will be better. Charlotte Fitzgerald. The value of Canadian dollars against the USA has gone down from 75 to 70. Will Canadian dollar continue to drop value? Box with open bottom. I can't promise that it will be better. Honestly, I think American dollar will lose as well. So whoever is able to invest money in the gold, that's probably safer. I don't feel that American dollar is going to keep the good value. China wants to take that privilege for themselves. So shop 3856. Will Shane Hannity be arrested or charged for being a Russian asset? And as the answer, I saw a balalaika. Balalaika is a small instrument, but it's Russian instrument. Always connecting, and they sing really beautifully on those instruments. So he is singing to the Russian music, to the Russian ear, and I think eventually it will be obvious when his patron will not be in the White House. He will have to pay some price. Lynn Alexander. Will Crownback take Mr. Trump down? And Mr. Trump, I'm sometimes calling Maestro. Okay, so whoever is watching this for first time. And I saw a picture, Most Wanted. You know, the big nail is put on the tree, and the picture of him and Most Wanted. So I think Mr. Maestro will be pulled down by that Crownback, the way he was not able to be a leader. He wants everyone to think that his role is to cheer up, to not make any panic, and that's not his role. His role is to be a leader, to tell people what to do and take decisions for them. In our country, Trudeau said, I want the whole country to stop working, small businesses who are not needed, that they are not the most important, close down. People are staying at home. And yeah, of course, it's not easy for us to close. We have Antique Store, to take that decision on our own shoulders. But because he took it, we feel, okay, we have to obey. There is no gray area. Because I wanted to close a few days before, and my husband, oh no, there is no law. We have to work because people are coming and they expect us to be open. But when it came from the top, okay, why not? That's the rules, and we will obey, and we are not neglecting our customers. We have to be fair with them, and yes, and we are thankful to everyone who is working in this hard time. But at the same time, we feel we are doing our part of the job to stay and suffer consequences, of course, of not being productive. But at the same time, we are not spreading the virus. Shalora Fitzgerald. How many people will die because they believe at him? Very sad question. And as an answer, I saw ammunition rolls when people are shooting, like hundreds and hundreds at one shooting. That's what I saw. So there will be a lot of people who will pay the price by not obeying the rules, what I was saying. He is not taking that decision, and people are not thinking that that's important because the big boss is not telling them to do it. So thank you, Shalora, for that question, and everyone, thank you for your questions. Sandra Garrett. Will USA government confiscate Trump's asset, including his properties like Mar-a-Lago? And as an answer, I saw a tilt table test. And I thought, what is that all about? Most people don't know what the tilt table test is. I had that experience. I faint quite often, so I have the spinning sensations and I can faint it. So they did the test for me. The test is you are laying on the 45-degree on the bed and they tape you to the bed. So you can't move your head and you have a lot of electrodes connected to you. The room is kind of dark. You can see only one lady sitting on the corner working on a computer. And the test lasts 45 minutes. Before the end of the test, and it says if you survive without fainting, you will be okay. It's such an easy position. You feel like, okay, you can lay down and do nothing and have completely relaxation. So I was halfway, 23 minutes, and the nurse is telling me, oh, you are doing really good, don't worry, we are halfway. 2 minutes later, I was wiped. I think that's what will happen to Trump. He will think that he is fine. He will feel relaxed, and then they will take everything away from him. He will lose control, conscious, like I did lose my conscious that moment. I fainted. I was started telling her, oh, everything is spinning. I see the stars. I want to puke, blah, blah, blah. And then I lost consciousness. So that's how I see him. Eventually, he will lose everything. Ground under his feet, and he is in his skies. I was seeing the stars around me, and then he will be wiped out, not knowing what's going on. So that's and Deborah Hovan. I think it's Hovan, not Horan, because I R and V I wrote the same way, kind of. She wants to know, and sorry if I'm pronouncing wrongly, she wants to know if it is the truth that Trump and Kushner profiting from hoarding the stockpiles. And as an answer, I saw a garage and a big truck parking in front of garage and unpacking something. So that's very visible picture of someone who has putting things in the storage. Vinity Williams is 5G. That's the new technology related to the cellulars. So is 5G contributing to the crown back? And I saw when you are traveling, long time ago now that we don't have too many of those signs, but this one's the signs were laying down on the ground, only one is going up. So it looks like missed signals, confusing. We don't know exactly how it is affecting the crown back, if it is affecting, because the signals are every direction, not pointing to anything. I can't say that. Honestly, I can say yes, it is, because the sign was on the ground and pointing, that the sign couldn't be on the ground, so it was pointing to many different directions. Ronnie, do you see the high crime due to distancing and lack of money due to the crown back? As an answer, I saw someone climbing from the roof to the window. Maybe even there was a balcony. I can't say that there was any balcony, but it was someone climbing, wearing the black outfit from the roof. And that's, to me, symbol of some crime in progress. So I think there will be a lot of people who will be without work, and they will go on the wrong side of the law. Yeah, we have to be prepared for that. Sharon, my girlfriend, I can see her. She just dropped me something a few days ago, and we saw each other, hi, through the door, and she left. And then I went to drop her something, and she wasn't at home. So 3 weeks we didn't see each other. She wrote, what is China up to? Sending wrong tests and mask and that are not good. The masks are not good. The Denmark, I think, sent back a lot of masks because they were not usable. And the tests sometimes are blamed that are not good. So she wanted to know, as an answer, I saw a target. They are aiming the right target, so they are actually doing what they are thinking that they will be doing. Okay. Mercy. Do the people who get this really ever get rid of it? And as an answer, I saw someone who is walking through the door, so leaving the hospital, but he has a heavy ball connected, metal heavy ball connected to his leg. So I think they will have some complications eventually. There will be problems that they will have to face, and it's not going to be too easy for those people on the long run, because it is like something will be connected to them. That could be kidneys, that could be liver damage from medications and so on. So a lot of people will be still sick. And when you are looking how many people really, they are always informing us how many people are sick and how many people died. In Canada, they are adding as well how many people are healthy. And the number is like, if there is about 15,000 or 16,000 now sick people in all around Canada, I think there is only under 1,000 people who are healthy after that. So there is always some problem with those people who survive. They have to rebuild the immune system, and some people will go fine. They don't even know that they have it. But there is not that many people who will be, that they will say, oh, those people, like half of them are already healthy. No, that there is a really small percentage so far in Canada, at least when they are saying how many people are healthy. There is not that many healthy individuals after that illness, so it's scary. Okay, yeah, I know. I want you to feel the best. We will survive. All of you will survive. You have to think positive. Chris Cuomo was saying, when you will get that illness, you have to fight. Even if you don't want to fight, you have to fight. You can't give that illness the freedom of taking you away. So you have to force yourself to stand up and fight and win it. Look at me, I was 3.5 and I survived. For 9 months I was fighting, but I survived. So, and many people have died. Actually, in that place where I was, a lot of kids have died. because tuberculosis was very strong illness. So you have to always push yourself to fight. If you have someone to live for, or if you have desire to live, your mental body is the machine inside you that can control how you will get out of any situation. If you will tell yourself, I'm survivor, you will be able to survive. So please fight as much as you can. Don't lay only in a bed, because that what that illness wants you to do, to lay down and be sick. Don't let that to happen to you. It's easy to say, I know. I was not even probably motivated that time, and I know I didn't want to eat, so they were giving us a symbol of big syringe that was in the dining room, and if the children don't want to eat, they were saying that they will push their food through that syringe to our body. That imagination is still with me. And we were eating because we were told to eat, because otherwise that syringe will be used against us. And no one, and there was a high chair with the clap, so we were afraid that one day we might be the one who was sitting. I don't know. I don't know if I ever seen any child being on it, or it was my vivid imagination telling me that I have seen. But that might be not true. Now, as an adult, I think it was just my very vibrant imagination. But make sure you will survive. Tell yourself that no matter what, you will be able to survive. Thank you so much, and I'm inviting anyone who wants to come for a private reading with me. You can find me on www.psychicvioletta.com, and there is a calendar. You can figure out what. And for the time, always check what is your place, and Alberta, Canada. That's the easiest way to figure out what is the time difference. And on Google, they are really good to tell you what the time differences is between even Australia. Okay, thank you so much. Take care of yourself. I think the cure will be very simple. It will be as simple as a little boy coming to the bathtub peeing. I don't know why is the answer there. Maybe there is some about yeast infection, because long time I wanted to understand what that vision means, but I asked what will be the cure, and if it's related to the yeast, because when babies were born in Poland long time ago, you will take a diaper, because that time we had